Okay, folks, we are the founders of upliance.ai. Mildly famous, having a 15 seconds of fame. A bunch of people have been putting out questions to us on different kinds of platforms. We said we are going to sit down, we are going to try answering some of these questions, have some fun while we are doing this. Mahek, let's do this.
Question number 1. So, I think the walk that you see in the middle was like some 20 takes.
We could not walk together at a slow enough speed to save our lives.
And it was all one take, right? There was no second take. There was no like reaction shots. Everything was like one really long conversation. And it's like, pitching to 5 different people at the same time. As soon as the episode aired on TV, we had one large spike of people showing up on our website, right? After that, it calmed down for a bit until we were live on YouTube, right? Which was again like a major spike, but it was not like one spike. It was well spaced out because I'm assuming people are watching it over time as the YouTube algorithm gets the pitch to more people. So as more people sort of pitch, more people show up at our website. We made our website into a very like interactive one, so that there are lots of reels on there that people can spend time understanding the product, because our product's best experienced rather than explained. And that's essentially how the traffic looked. If Shark Tank is an important part of your business go-to-market strategy, हिंदी is a very important skill.
बहुत ही जरूरी चीज है. जब बात करें तो हिंदी को सामने रखें. आपका जो टारगेट ऑडियंस है, जब आप शार्क टैंक को टारगेट कर रहे हैं, वो एक हिंदी स्पीकिंग ऑडियंस है. उसके बाहर में आपको थोड़ा कम टेक मिलेगा, पर वो हिंदी स्पीकिंग ऑडियंस का बहुत हाई स्पाइक है. आप हिंदी अगर कम बोलते हैं तो आज से प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू कर दीजिए, अभ्यास करना शुरू कर दीजिए. चलिए नेक्स्ट.
ये बड़ा लंबा प्रोसेस है. शुरू होता है फॉर्म से. फिर उसके बाद आता है दूसरा फॉर्म, फिर फॉर्म नंबर 3, फिर वी मेड अ वीडियो on where we pitched to a camera.
पकवान.
Mohit said pakwan at least 500 times in that pitch. How did we make how did a Shark Tank edit happen without a single use of the word?
Great self-control. I have great.
Meanwhile,
Pakwan.
And then there was the final shoot, and then the episode came out a good like 4 months after that. We had no clue when the episode was going to come out. It's like super secretive. Like we didn't even know whether we were going to be on or not until like we knew we were going to be on like when we saw ourselves in the trailer. I don't quite know the answer, but the answer seems to be no, right? I think the sharks, when we walk out for the first time or they see our setup, is the first time they know that it is us. Which is why even Anupam expressed surprise when they like, hey, wait, I know you guys, right? Like in that sense. So we met Anupam when we were building our first prototype, right?
Very early.
Very early, right? Like and he had given me some feedback. We also did not know who our sharks were till the very last minute. So I think that works both ways. Having said that, Anupam mentioned that our company is 2.5 years old and we have sold only 700. That is slightly a heroic question because we did start the company and start selling products on day 1. But but that's okay. He was I think he knew us early on, and it's understandable. He assumed that our product was ready at that point.
Yeah. So biggest gain takeaways are the Shark Tank experience is the first time someone's actually putting a camera on you and putting a microscope on you as founders. One of my biggest learnings was that a lot of questions where we might not have essentially come to a crisp decision, or we would have been like, hey, we will figure this out, a lot of those things got figured out really quickly.
And the second part of the question, what type of companies should look at being on Shark Tank and which businesses should avoid it? I think as a founder and having done this in retrospect, I think every founder, if they have a chance, should do this, right? So Piyush's offer of 20 crores of a crore at 20 crores valuation did not meet our expectation, and we said no. As simple as that. Actually, before we decided to Shark Tank, Mohit and me actually had a conversation where we had to sit in a room and basically say, because we were warned about this, that you're going to be on TV and you're going to get humiliated as IIT boys who came in and asked for an incredibly high valuation and never actually thought about product. And if we're doing Shark Tank, we had to be okay with that. I explicitly remember this conversation where we're like, hey, we have to do this because this is a one-time opportunity and we're going to try really, really hard that we don't go there. At the same time, do appliance the justice. I think we ended up somewhere in the middle. I think it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. The great thing that happens with being on TV is that everyone knows upliance.ai. There are 1 million plus views on the video. Lots of people have seen it. It makes some things really easy for us. I think to us is a really long time. It was also around lunch. We had just made food and not had any of it. I think the first feeling was we were just hungry.
Do it. Do not do it because it is your plan A to get money. Do it because you want to talk about your journey publicly, or you want to talk about your business publicly, and you are perfectly okay being scrutinized with very little information or with very limited information given in the time. The payoffs, as in terms of clarity, can be really high as a founder, and it will definitely do good to your Hindi skills.
The answer is a very clear no. For the very simple reason that, we have some incredible owners who are absolutely in love with what we do. The product has to be experienced to understand everything it can do. And once you've experienced it, you can't go back.
We've firmly, our largest customer base has been people who don't know how to cook. We covered that. We did talk in our pitch about how bachelors have moved on from Maggie, how couples are cooking new things every day. Did make the final cut. Start with appliances in the kitchen and figuring out what they can do. And we thought technology that exists today already has a huge role to play, right? Like there's technology kitchen already. People are showing up with laptops and phones and iPads into the kitchens. They're trying to cook something, watching from YouTube or from Instagram, and it is honestly a mess and very intimidating, right? Like most of the people, actually, very early on, we were talking to a lot of people, young in India, young homes, and aspiration to cook was really high, and we thought technology could solve a lot of problems. But all the technology was doing was removing the mechanical work so that people who already knew how to cook could cook better.
With early prototypes, with the very first prototype, we actually started carrying it around. It used to have 5 wires with it. We would carry it to people's homes and people would spare out an entire lunch hour or dinner hour and cook with us. That has been tremendously valuable, continues to be valuable to this day. consumers continue to be, and owners continue to be incredibly active in saying, hey, can I get this recipe? Here's my recipe. Can we do this? Or here's a feature. When are we getting this? And it continues to be a non-star. The first bit of AI that we have is that the chatbot that you see in there is trained on all cooking ज्ञान from all over the world. आप सवाल पूछो इंडियन भाषा में, वो जवाब देगा और आपको दुविधा से बाहर निकालेगा. The second bit of AI that we have, we call this generative recipes. आप एक नई चीज बनाना चाहते हैं, कोई ऐसी रेसिपी है आपने YouTube पे देखी या फिर मन में आया यार इन दोनों को मिला के कुछ किया जाए, या मेरे फ्रिज में ये चीज पड़ी है इन दोनों को मिला के कोई सब्जी बनाई जाए. You literally have to key it in there on our Chef GPT, and Chef GPT is going to generate a recipe and give to you which you can cook. तीसरी चीज, आप जब भी अप्लायंस पर कुक करते हैं, याद रखिए जब आप एक्चुअल में कुक करते हैं बड़ा स्ट्रेसफुल काम होता है. लगातार देख रहे हैं, नजर लगा के रख रहे हैं. कभी कभी रोटियां ठीक बनती हैं, कभी चिपक जाती हैं. चावल कभी कभी बढ़िया खिला हुआ बन गया, कभी कभी एकदम ही सौगी आ गया. आपको सीखना पड़ता है और उसको ठीक करना पड़ता है. अप्लायंस खुद सीखता है कि राइस का क्या मतलब है. आप कोई भी वैरायटी का राइस लेके आएंगे वो पकड़ेगा. आप विंटर में ठंडा पानी डालेंगे, समर में थोड़ा गर्म पानी डाल देंगे, कभी ज्यादा डालेंगे कभी कम डालेंगे, अप्लायंस समझ के ठीक कर लेगा, बना देगा आपकी डिश को. चिंता करने की आपकी जरूरत चली गई. ये तीसरा भाग है हमारी एआई का. सबसे जरूरी चीज जब आप एक स्टार्टअप बना रहे हैं, सबसे पहली चीज जो आपको करनी है, आपको ढूंढना है प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट. यहां पे हमें वैसा सेगमेंट करना चाहिए अलग से. प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट का मतलब
जब एक अच्छे मार्केट में एक अच्छे प्रोडक्ट को स्वीकार किया जाता है एक सही प्राइस पॉइंट पे, तब उसे हम प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट कहते हैं. ये बहुत जरूरी होता है क्योंकि इसके बिना आप बिजनेस नहीं बना सकते हो.
सबसे जरूरी चीज है प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट. जो आप बना रहे हैं क्या उसकी मार्केट भी एग्जिस्ट करती है कि नहीं. एक एग्जांपल आपको देता हूं. आप अगर एक ऐसा लैपटॉप बनाने जाएंगे तो मेरे ख्याल में का आपका लैपटॉप होएगा कुछ बहुत ही महंगा लैपटॉप, मान लीजिए 1 लाख रुपए का लैपटॉप है. आप अगर अकेला एक ऐसा लैपटॉप बनाने जाएंगे, एक पीस 50 लाख रुपए का पड़ेगा आपको. एक एक टेक्नोलॉजी आप जाके इसके बीच में तराशेंगे, ढूंढेंगे, आधे लोग आपके लिए नहीं बनाएंगे. बट जैसे ही आप कहते हैं मुझे ये 10 लाख लैपटॉप बनाने हैं, इनका प्राइस उठ के सीधा सीधा गिर जाएगा. मेरे ख्याल कितना 30-40 हजार का होएगा इसका सारा कुछ मटेरियल कॉस्ट मिला के, जो आप देख सकते हैं बहुत ही क्विकली अबाउट 50-60% ग्रॉस मार्जिन पे बैठा है. प्लास्टिक और मेटल बिल्कुल काम ही इस तरीके से करते हैं कि आप एक बनाएंगे बहुत महंगा पड़ेगा, आप 10,000 बनाएंगे बहुत जल्दी प्राइस नीचे आ जाएगा, और अगर आप लाखों में बनाने लग जाते हैं फिर तो मार्केट आपकी है. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल, क्या मार्केट है या नहीं.
अरे यार कढ़ाई पनीर में हुआ क्या? कढ़ाई पनीर में हमने पहले जिंजर काटा, गार्लिक काटा, उसको तेल में तला, उसके बाद अनियन काटे, 2 अलग टाइप के अलग अलग कट वाले काटे, फिर उसको हमने स्टर फ्राई किया, फिर वहां पे हमने टमाटर डाला, टमाटर को एकदम बिना जलाए स्लो किया, भुना और ये सब हमने किया साइमल्टेनियसली 4 से 5 अलग कॉन्वर्सेशन करते हुए. And I think that is the value proposition of appliance. And how much 1 million is in crore and how much 1 crore is in billions, so that I can do respect for that.
Not at all under the. No. Do we give you some listing of, hey, we are in this AMA session? I am like this.